Listen to that sound. He's just over there sucking the juice. It's just peaches. We have peaches, green plums. I don't see any tomatoes today. We got one big cantaloupe. Lots of peaches. We're in Georgia. The peaches are starting to come in. And they absolutely love them. I get so excited to come out here and feed them. Appreciate you guys stopping by too. This is so much fun watching them. Oh my gosh. I think we got peaches. I see some green plums, some squash, just a little of everything. I thought I'd get out here and feed the pigs this morning, guys, and just give a quick little video of what we're doing in the garden, how things are going in the garden. I guess kind of a garden update. I kind of hate that because everybody does the garden update, and you always want to try to be a little different, but that's basically what we're doing today. Going to walk around and I want to go through all 3 gardens and show you guys where we're at on garden number 1, garden number 2, and way in the back, garden number 3. So stick around for that. Let's go check them out. All right, guys. Well, we got the pigs eating. I did have an extra little bucket of tomatoes that's been here for about a day. So I went ahead and threw that over there too, just to spread them out a little bit. But the pigs are happy. Where I wanted to start out today was in garden number 1. We call this garden number 1. It's just easier to remember. The one thing we dropped the ball on this year that I spent a lot of money on was our strawberries. This was actually our strawberry patch, and I'm looking at the camera now. It looks okay. Reason being, I weeded it the other day. It was actually waist high in weeds. We just completely dropped the ball on our strawberries. You can see we got strawberries out here. There's one. There's one. We got strawberries out here. But we just didn't do any weeding. We just didn't stay on top of it whatsoever. We didn't stay on top of this thing. And next year, I say that every year, next year, it's gonna be better. One thing was we done got hooked on this weed barrier fabric, and we don't have any for up here. And that's our plan for next year, is to get some kind of weed control up here, besides having to hoe it, all that junk. But boy, we really dropped the ball on the strawberries. I'm not going to try to make this a super long video, but I'm just going to walk straight down the garden and show you what we got. We got a ton of different peppers at the top. These are our jalapenos. They're really doing good. I think we have 4 jalapenos, and I'm going to try to remember everything we have. We have 4 jalapenos, and we got some weeds that come up through the cracks and stuff. And what we basically do with all the weeds, we just pull them and chunk them over the fence. Pigs love them. So every time we do any kind of weeding, we just throw it to the pigs. But we did get one big cow pepper yesterday off of here. I had to prop it up with a rock because it fell over. And these are some kind of lunchbox red sweet peppers, these here. But we got a bunch of different peppers growing right along here. I got some habaneros that we just planted a couple weeks ago. They're doing really, really well. This is our cucumbers, and they're doing great. They're really flowering out heavily. I mean, they are just looking great. They are looking great. Travis is going to love these. I'm not sure if he's the only one that eats cucumbers or not. I definitely don't eat them. I don't eat hardly anything I discard. Y'all want to know the truth. I don't hardly eat anything. Now, one thing I do eat, look at this bad boy. If that ain't ready to pick, it's mighty close. Can y'all see that? If it's not ready to pick, it is mighty close. But we have some zucchini, a couple of different zucchinis and squash, all sort of intertwined together. Here's another huge zucchini plant. It's got zucchini all over it. That one as well. We have some squash, which is really doing good. They'll be needing to be picked pretty soon. Let me see if I can get y'all in there. Got some squash in there. The squash is just doing great. And there's some more squash. Just doing great. Squash down here. And we even replanted some that didn't come by. We went and a few weeks after we noticed that the ones that were coming up, the ones that didn't come up, we went back and replanted. And you can see that they're coming up really good right there. So once these are all done, we'll probably have a second batch coming in right behind it. This is some more cucumbers. So we just got tons of cucumbers. We got 2 whole trellises full of cucumbers. And this is our birdhouse gourds. We planted 4 and only 2 took. Only 2 come up, but it looks like we may have one, or I don't know if that's one or not. I'm gonna leave it there and see. Looks like one may be trying to come up a little late. You'd think they'd be keeping up about the same time, but there's 2 birdhouse gourds. I need to get in here and cut some grass. Our blueberry plants, we got 4 going along the edge right here, really doing good. And from here down, I don't have a clue. I just want to be all honest with you guys. I have no idea what is in here. For the fact, my son-in-law, Travis at Homesteading the Right Way, he planted all this. And I'm not sure what any of this stuff is. I know he did plant some tomatoes. He got some nice tomatoes going. And he didn't do these tomatoes, there's a bunch of them. He didn't do these in the little pots. He just come out here and direct sowed them right straight into the ground. And they all seem to be doing pretty good. Really doing pretty good. We got some peppers, look like got some peppers there. But go check out Homesteading the Right Way. He may be able to tell you what all he's growing. I know he's got some kind of jelly cucumbers or something growing in here. And some eggplants. I think that's what these are. I'm not quite sure. But I know he planted some eggplants in here. Now we also have our rattlesnake pole beans growing on this whole tunnel. All these are rattlesnake pole beans. And they're just starting to do a little something. They're just getting going. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I was talked into buying these. They look pretty good. There's some ready to go. Down here on the lower end. But they are super slow growing, at least here. We've had some cold weather, but they've been really slow growing for us. So we're hoping that they'll kick start in with all this warm weather coming in. And we have been getting rain. We have been getting rain every single day. So we haven't had to water the garden in weeks. It has given us little showers every day. It's just been fantastic. Well, right here's our pole beans. And beside that, we have some bell peppers. Get this up. All these are bell peppers. All those are bell peppers. They're looking really good. We got a bunch of little buds on them, but they're not showing any peppers yet. But looking good. Now Travis took these towers and he is doing excuse me, some potatoes in here, and I can see where they're coming up. They're starting to put on. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's some more down here. They're slowly starting to get going. Slowly getting going. And here we have some stringless beans, 2 rows of stringless beans. We've already got a batch off of these guys and canned them. So they're doing real good. This is some kind of Blue Lake bean that's done okay. I think we got 1 can out of that. They did okay. They're really not turning me on like I thought they would. And this is a batch that Mason wanted to grow. And for the life of me, I couldn't. Of course, the top's all tore up, but it was some kind of French looking name. I couldn't remember the name of them. We call them dragon beans because that's what Mason likes to call them. But they're a really pretty bean. Really, really pretty bean. Here's some. Just a super bean. Really pretty color. Mason liked them because of the color. And he comes out here and eats them straight right off the vine. All right, well there's Mason's row of beans that he planted. And I need to get him out here. There's a whole bunch on here. But this is, you can smell them and look. Our first Japanese beetle. I just seen you, Joker. Our first Japanese beetle. And let me show you what we do with those guys. Look, there's these Japanese beetles right here. I gotta put my Japanese beetle traps out. There's another one flying right there. Dang. This is our elderberry. We planted this last year. This thing is amazing. And it's just got bugs all over it. Look at this big guy. Y'all see that? Where's he at? Oh, he flew off. God, it smelled unbelievable. But we planted that one. We planted that one and this one last year. And look at that. I mean, these things grow crazy fast. It was literally a stalk about 18 inches. We stuck it in the ground, stuck two of them in the ground. They have spread and they have shoots just coming up from everywhere. Just a fantastic plant. We cut off 7 stalks. This thing is just covered in Japanese beetles. We cut off 7 stalks. 4 of them didn't make it, but 3 did, and we planted them way down there along the edge of the driveway. But I gotta get some Japanese beetle traps out. All right, now we're over here in garden number 2. Super excited about garden number 2. This is probably my favorite garden because it's got everything that I wanted to plant in it. The gem corn was given to me from Paula Wells. Go check out her channel. Sweet lady sent me some gem corn, and this stuff is just going crazy. All 4 rows are just doing great. Look at that. Just doing fantastic. I love it. I can hardly wait to see how this gem corn turns out. Super excited about the gem corn. Our okra, we planted 5 rows of okra. They are up and looking fantastic. They are just doing great. All 5 rows are doing great. And Mason's row, I'll show y'all something really funny. This was Mason's. We let him plant it all on his own. And you could tell where he started. I think he dropped a handful of okra right there. He started down there, and I think he may have dropped a handful right there. But we're gonna let him ride, because okra, if you're not growing okra, I had a lot of comments. People said they'd never grown okra. Let me say, if you've never grown okra, we're from the South, we love frying everything, but fried okra is my absolute favorite. I can't ever get enough. We run out every year and we grow tons of it. Okra is fantastic. People love to pickle it. You put it in stews and soups. Okra is awesome, and it's super easy to grow. You just put your seeds down and cover with a little bit of dirt. Wait till it's really warm though. It doesn't like cold ground whatsoever. But it's super easy to grow. And once it starts producing, you can snap and pick okra every 2 days till the first frost. We get to where we call people from church, friends, and say, come get this okra. Come every 2 days, and you'll see them out here just picking okra once we get our fill. But it's amazing. It's such an easy plant to grow. Okra's just super, super easy. If you're not growing okra, get you a little pack and try you a little pack of okra. You'll absolutely love it. All right, well, there's our okra patch. Now we're up here in the watermelons. And I'll start up here at the top. We started with the Georgia rattlesnakes. Then we put in the Charleston gray, some moon and stars, some orange yellow, and then a couple other varieties I can't remember, but they're orange watermelons. So if about here down is going to be all orange meat watermelons. We didn't have that much success with them last year, so I was really funny about wanting to grow them this year, and we decided we're going to give it another shot, see what happens. But they're in the ground. They've been getting tons of rain, and let me show you our watermelons. They popped up so fast, and I mean every single hole has got 2 or 3 seeds coming up. And look at this. A video a while back, I said I put in 3 seeds. There's why. 2 didn't come up, but 1 did. 2 didn't come up, but 1 did. Those 2 come up. 2 come up. I just feel like there's 2 in that one. 2 in that one. Now 3 did come up in that one. 2 in that one. But it worked for me last year to put 3 seeds in. I figure it's just better odds of getting a plant up. I'm not a good gardener whatsoever, so I play the odds. Put in 3 seeds and hope for the best. Now in this garden, we have, I would say, 400 seeds we put in. By going by the seed packets, we put in around 400 seeds. Now we won't get 400 plants to come up for the fact some only had 1 to come up, some only had 2, but we ought to have a huge watermelon crop this year. And you can see where well, you can't see, but All these Georgia rattlesnakes and Charleston gray are up. The rest, the moon and stars, should be popping up. Well, there's some there. I don't know if y'all can see them, but they're coming up. So they're slowly starting to come up. Thank goodness. Super pumped about these watermelons, guys. This is my favorite thing to grow. Guys, while we're walking, there's our 2 gardens there. I wanted to show y'all something. Since we have the honeybees at the very top of the garden, they are just going absolutely crazy. I'm trying to change things up around here, and with my OCD, it's driving me nuts. We're basically about to quit cutting grass out here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but look. I don't know if you can see these honeybees. But you can just absolutely hear them buzzing. You can hear them buzzing everywhere, because all this is just white clover. This whole spot is just complete white clover, all the way to the muscadines and these dandelions. And I said, that's honey. So you could just see the ground out here moving. It's really neat. I wish the camera would pick it up, but you could just see the ground out here moving. There's just bees everywhere. It's just super cool. So I basically quit cutting grass out here, and it's really driving me nuts. I mean, right here you can see it's just getting so high. That honeybee right there. Just bees everywhere. And all these little pollinators. I just can't hardly get out here and cut this stuff. So we're just gonna let it grow and let it seed out. I did this last year and we just put on tons of honey. So super cool to see all these bees flying around. All right, everybody, we left the garden way up past the chicken coop. We walked through the clover field and come down, and we're coming into garden number 3. This thing is going great. Give me 1 second to turn this radio off. All right, well, we got the radio turned off and the heat is on. I'm sweating like a crazy out here. The corn is doing great in garden number 3. It's really, really looking good. I think this weekend we'll go ahead and fertilize it. It's up about 12 or 18 inches like I was told to come in here and fertilize it. It looks like it just needs that extra little jump of food. So we're gonna fertilize it real heavy this weekend. The beans are not looking good. They were looking good, but because I put out a video saying that the deer haven't touched it yet, the very next day, the deer have come in here and found themselves a new home, because they have been in here just steady walking around and taking the tops off. About, you can see they missed that one, but they got that one and that one and that one, and they have just totally come in here and went crazy. Yeah, we still have some beans. They haven't got them all, but they are really putting a hurting on the garden. And it's every day. It is every day they come out here. It's just like they browse coming through. But stay tuned. I have a new toy coming in the mail from Amazon that it's like waiting for Christmas. I am so excited about this thing coming in. I don't want to tell you anything about it. I want to put out a video on it and show you our new toy that's coming to keep these deer out of our garden. I cannot wait. Well, guys, I haven't edited this down yet. I'm not exactly sure how long this video is right now, but just want to let you know the garden, everything that we're growing is doing really good. The corn hadn't been touched by the deer. They just seem to be on the beans right now. Like I said, I got a new toy coming in the mail that's going to definitely keep these deer out. If it don't keep them out, they're not going out. But we're going to get some vengeance on these guys come deer season. A few months away, I can't wait. But everything's going really good. Our pear trees, I didn't show you that. Our pear trees there. That one, and there's another one over there, just loaded with pears. We got tons of pears. The muscadines up there are absolutely loaded. I didn't show y'all, but the muscadines in the other field are loaded. We got our first apples coming. Things are just starting to really, really get going good around here at Kinfolk Farm. I'm just so grateful for you guys checking out our channel. Thank y'all so much. I want to just take a minute. I know this is going to be a long little video. I said it was going to be a short video. But I got my first paycheck from YouTube the other day. So now I feel like I'm employed by YouTube and you guys. So thank y'all so much for giving me the opportunity to come on and do these videos and now actually get paid for it. I know sometimes if you guys that don't have the premium, you got to deal with the commercials and stuff. But look, it's been years of me doing this, and I really don't have a huge subscriber base, but it's super exciting to get paid for getting out here doing what's my new hobby. It's really exciting for me, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel and leaving me comments and just being so nice to me and my family and my grandkids. It's kind of overwhelming. I love it. But I just want to say thank you guys again. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel and hanging in there with me. Thanks to all those that's given me some help. Jason Crocker and Jared Crocker. There's a whole bunch of you guys out there that's giving me that little help to get my numbers up. I can't say how much I appreciate it. I love y'all guys to death. But anyway, I'll close this out. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, click that subscribe button and be a subscriber to Kinfolk Farm. We really appreciate it. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We got our meat birds will be processed here in just a couple of weeks. Our turkeys are looking fantastic. We'll start letting them out. There are meat turkeys for the year. We'll start letting them out in the next week or so. We have quail, more quail that will be hatching in just about 5 more days, I think. We have 60 on the incubator. Hopefully if we get half of those to go with the 60 that we hatched out a couple weeks ago, man, we'll have a ton of quail going. We're going to start hatching out some chicks for my neighbor next door. He wants some chicks. We're going to do some chickens for him. We took a bunch of our hens over there because all he had was roosters, and so we're mixing them together. We're going to get some new chicks out of that. Just a ton of stuff going on. Just really the busiest time of year. We absolutely are having a ball. But guys, thanks again. I know I said it was going to be a short video. It turned out to be kind of a long video. But I just want to say again, thank you guys so much. Like I say again, I got my first paycheck from YouTube. Super exciting, guys. If you're on the fence about doing these YouTube videos, do it. It is so much fun. I just want to say that, yeah, it's so much fun. I remember when I first started, you can go back a couple years and watch my first videos. I was so nervous to stand here and stare in that little lens. But now it's gotten a little more comfortable. I do a lot of editing. I want to start going live. I'm thinking this weekend I may put out a live, do a little live out here in the yard. We're not sure for the fact we don't have any internet out here, and I'm not exactly sure how well Verizon we can go live on our phones, because I video everything on our phones. You don't have to have a bunch of expensive equipment, guys, to get out here and do YouTube. I would say if you got on the fence about doing YouTube, do it. You would have so much fun doing it, and you never know. You may start getting paid too. It's not a lot, but it's a heck of a lot of fun knowing that I'm getting a little something from it. But thanks again, guys. I love y'all to death. I'm gonna let you go. I'm about to burn slap up. See y'all on the next video.